my podcast, Keep Your Nose in My Business, the show where we shine a light on incredible businesses and inspirational people right here in Essex. Whether you're a business owner or dreaming of starting something new, or just curious about inspiring people in the community, there's something here for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and join me as we uncover the stories behind Essex's brightest businesses together. Okay, let's get started.
Hi, the tables have turned today and you have got a voice who is so different. I am Ella Middleton and I am interviewing the one and only Tina for the first time ever on your own podcast. How are you today?
Oh God, I'm nervous. It's on the other side now, isn't it?
I know, our tables have turned. It's madness. But we are interviewing, we're going to go deep diving into Tina of how much amazingness she has been and the amazing things she has done. So Tina, introduce yourself to everyone, how amazing you are and what
I don't know if amazing is the right word, Ella. Mad is probably the right word.
We love being mad hatters.
So my name's Tina Williams. I'm from Bow.
Are you?
End.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I did not know that. You're from Bow?
From Bow. I'm an East End girl.
The girl.
We moved out to Dagenham when I was about 11. We thought that basically it was moving to the country because there was a cow on the way. My dad told us we were all moving to the country because we got to swap with really great neighbours actually. Actually, Jade's sitting in the room now, so it was her mum and that we swapped with. My Auntie Sue, and it was just mad. We literally swapped houses and stuff. It was just madness. But that was back in, God, I won't tell you how many years ago, but yeah, that's quite a lot of years ago. And then, I'm one of 5. I got 4 brothers.
Have you?
Yeah, 4 brothers.
Oh my Lord.
I'm the only girl. I'm the
Are you the oldest?
oldest.
Oh, you're second?
Oldest. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was it really. And then we eventually, I've moved everywhere. I've lived in Lewisham. I've lived in because I was a childminder for 9 years with the same family, Harry and Robin. That was in Lewisham. And then I moved to Plaistow, then to Dagenham.
What do you think of Plaistow?
I was only there a year.
Oh,
but I used to sing in the East End all the time when I was younger.
Oh, stunning.
So for me,
Plaistow was the area.
Was the area.
Yeah, it's the one and done.
So no, I was always in the East End, even really up till probably about 10, 15 years ago. I would go back all the time anyway.
Oh.
So for work and stuff. So
how much has it changed up there though? It's completely different kettle of fish now, isn't it?
It's not a sort of place that, it's no disrespect, but it's a lot different. I mean, I moved out after, I moved out of the whole of that area, even Dagenham and that. I had a sandwich bar and I kept travelling back from Middleton every night.
What's Dagenham?
Yeah, to Dagenham to run this sandwich bar that I had called Fresh and Tasty. And I was going back for 3 years before I actually sold it and then, settled here.
So you've been in the food industry for a long time?
Do you know what? Sort of. People say that, but it's really weird because I think I was 21 when I had the sandwich bar. Jade, you might have to recap my memory and stuff like this because I had the sandwich bar quite early on with my brother and another girl called Jade. And then they moved on and I kept the sandwich bar. I think I had it all in for about 7 or 9 years, something like that. It was a lovely little sandwich bar. It was really, really popular and it was really good fun. We had 3 sandwich vans that went out every day. So I sort of got in that by accident. I think I was 21 and me and my brother was just like, should we open a sandwich shop? And I was like, yeah. I didn't have a clue what we was doing. And we opened it the next night. We got everything ordered and literally opened it the next night.
It was destined to happen. I feel like it was
stayed
destined.
Awake, right? Went behind, quickly washed with baby wipes. This is no word of a lie. That sounds really bad. And went at the front and served all day. Like, not food. I'd done all the cashier bit because my brother was like,
Didn't fancy staying there buttering sandwiches.
It was honestly the maddest thing. But before that, I've been a singer since I was 12. I had my first gig in a pub called Kitson's years ago in Bow, in the East End. And I got paid from it. Before that, actually, even before, oh my God, this goes way back now. You're going to have to stop me talking in a minute because I'm starting to remember things. So my first paid job when I was 10, I'd done the London Palladium for a year as a dancer and a singer. And I got paid for a whole year. That was like with Barbara Windsor, Cannon and Ball. There was loads in that show. Roddo and Emu, you probably won't remember them. But yeah, there was loads of actual acts on that. And then I started getting paid for singing when I was 12. I used to go around with a band called East End.
Wow. So would you say in your life, would you say that you had a childhood full of dreams that you achieved, or would you have done different when you was a child? Because to me, when I started off saying that you was an inspiration, I feel like you was an inspiration to start with as a child.
Yeah, to be honest, this is going to sound woe me and all that, but when we were younger, mum and dad didn't really have anything. We lived in Bow. We were like the hand-me-down kids, like we generally was. Like all my dad's family and my mum's family would always pass down all their clothes, and you know my dad was very ill, hence he died a few years later, but so we always got the hand-me-downs, and it was really, really hard. And I remember coming home from earning a bit of money on a gig. I think it was like £35 I got when I was 12, and I was so excited to bring £35 home.
Wow.
And then eventually I got the opportunity to go to America with my uncle and my aunties and that, and I remember thinking, like, my brothers have never done anything like this. So I remember saving up my singing money to take my brother Danny with me, and I surprised him and said, "You're coming to America with me," because that was the only... My mum and dad used to drive in and out of McDonald's, say, "Yeah, let's go to the drive-thru." We'd all get excited, and then they'd drive back out.
Yeah.
They wouldn't actually stop and get any food. Like that, honestly, it was like
That's
that.
traumatising, that.
Yeah, but we didn't get, like years ago, I don't know about anyone else, but nowadays you get taken out with your parents for food. We didn't. You didn't go out for a meal. Like, that was unheard of.
Yeah, because this day and age, the generation that we live in now, I think you'd agree, obviously, having your businesses that you do.
Yeah.
Like the amount of opportunities kids have now, like when I was a kid and you was a kid, I didn't have them.
Yeah.
And, with everything that you're saying, you didn't have them either. And I feel like the generation we live in now, it's like they're always out for food, doing things and that. I'd have loved to have that life.
I know.
Like, wouldn't that be amazing?
I mean, I remember the night we moved away from Dagenham when I was 11. I remember Dad said, because everyone else had gone down in the van to Dagenham, just me and Dad was there. And I remember him saying to me, "Come, we're gonna get a curry and that at the curry house, but we won't tell anyone else." And it still stays in my mind. When I was 11, I went in the curry house with my dad because it was so like naughty.
Because obviously you're like a naughty kid,
yeah,
aren't you?
because there was 5 kids, so he was only taking one in there. My brothers know that now, but at the
not a
time,
dirty secret anymore.
Yeah, at the time it was like, this is so special.
But also as well, it's a moment in your life that kids nowadays can't cherish, because obviously nowadays kids don't get them moments in time. It is crazy. What made you, going back years now, what made you open The Latch?
Oh my God, so The Latch is it sounds really bad. It's like not the last thing I've done, but it seems like it's... I've always been into music, so music was my passion. I gigged in pubs and clubs all my life, and then I sort of went into the driving instruction world. So I started being in the car, like I was a bit addicted to work. Nothing's changed, right? So I'd be in the car and I'd do like every day, and I'd be in there for hours and hours. I remember one of the examiners said to me in Chelmsford, "You're the busiest instructor we have," and it was really weird because I then started thinking, I don't want to be in the car anymore. I want to be around people again. So I was doing the driving in the day. Then I'd go and do a cabaret venue that I did for 9 years every night.
Oh, I love cabaret.
In the Avenida in Welling.
Oh, in Welling.
I went and done that, and I was their compere for 9 years. So I'd literally come home, and then I obviously had to fit children in between this as well, so it was quite mad. And then I'd go and do the Avenida, and then get home about 3 a.m, wake up again and go and do driving lessons at 7.
This is what I mean, you're a woman of many things.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say here is it sort of like just happened.
Just all fell into place, like building blocks.
And I think because I'm so driven and I wanted to get into property. Yeah. And when I was 18, I bought my first property, and I think it was like, right, what can I save to make me get that property quicker? And the answer was having a job. Like, you need to bring money in, and that's how it was going to happen. And I think that was the first drive for me, was wanting a property. And then getting back to where we are now with The Latch, it was purely because I missed the singing, because I took myself in to be a driving instructor. That's been 25 years now I've been instructor for.
Maura Hindley got less.
I love my job as a driving instructor. It's such a rewarding thing to like get someone their license and watch them drive around. And
because nowadays people take for granted their license.
Yeah.
And it's such a rewarding, like your independence
100%.
of having a driver license. You know, you go 18 years, 17 years of having to rely on public transport or your family and parents and stuff, and then having that behind the wheel, like, and you're that moment, you're that reason, and you're that moment. Like, that's such an inspiring
Well, if you
thing
ask
to
most
feel.
people, do you remember your driving instructor? 9 out of 10 they say yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're either a funny character or mine would. I think a lot of my pupils would say that I'm addicted to chocolate.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I wish you were my driver instructor.
It was actually really funny, and I mean, even now I get quite emotional when I think that people even now come in the restaurant and they go, "You taught me to drive," and they're like got their own kids. I sound really old now, but it is lovely to have done that. Like, I love that job. I love all my jobs.
I was about to say, what would you say has been the most, I'd say, inspiring out of all your jobs that you've done?
Oh God.
Or actually, what's the most challenging?
The restaurant has been the most challenging. Without a doubt.
I can
That's
imagine.
been the most. And this sounds really horrible. It's becoming harder because not the restaurant's becoming harder. It was me becoming harder person.
Coming hard on yourself.
No, to be able to manage people. Because when you think about it, I'd been a single all my life. I never had to talk to a boss. I think I only had a job with a boss for 6 months of my life. All the rest of the time I've always been my own boss, which people say is lovely, but when I don't get holiday pay, if I'm not well, I don't get paid. So probably why I'm never ill, really, because I just know I'm not going to get paid. And it isn't necessarily about the money to me. I've always had this ambition to set my kids up. I think life's really hard and I just want to do the best that I can for my kids. And people go, oh, your kids probably spoiled, blah, 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 blah. And I get all their views, but they're my kids. I don't want them to go through what I went through, and we went through some. You
want to give them everything
times,
from you want to give them a completely different childhood to what you had.
Yeah.
But your kids are the spit of you.
Oh,
they are a spit of you.
They
are a spit of you. Their attitude and everything is you, and also their work ethic is you.
I don't know if you know my kids. No, actually, they've obviously got some sort of. I mean, I think I've got something. Like, I've definitely got something. Like, because I don't sleep at night. They've both got that. Like, they both do overtime in their heads and stuff, and they're always talking about what they can do. And I always say to them, my thing is, if you don't dreams don't scare, they're not big enough. I've always said that to my kids.
Love that saying.
And if they say to me now, can I do that, Mum? And they'll go, Mum, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not. And they'll say it to me.
But it's such a true saying, though. You have to be scared of what you're going to put yourself in to make your dream become bigger. Because if you don't go and jump in the deep end, you don't know where you're going to be.
I don't get scared of anything. I get scared of things that normal people get scared of. So
Do you get scared of the unknown?
No.
Really?
Not at all. I get scared of loss in my family.
Yes.
That's the one thing I can't deal with is death. I find that really hard. I've lost my dad very, very young. That's the one thing I really struggle with. If you're telling me about what's going to happen in 6 months' time, I'm well excited.
Yeah.
Because I'll make it what I want it to be.
Yeah.
It might not always go right, but I'll try.
You'll do anything to try and get that stepping stone in the 6 months or a year or 3 months or however long it's going to be.
Yeah.
And do you know one thing that always inspired me with you, Tina, is that you are everyone's biggest backup dancer. I'm about knowing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because look how many people you've inspired by driving.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're everyone's biggest
But
backup
I genuinely
driver.
care. Like, I've always said, if you don't care anymore with driving lessons, give it up.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't feel that you, like, amount of times, without being rude, I've sat in test centres and the instructors say, not the examiners, the instructors say, oh, they're not going to pass, they ain't got a chance. And I think, why are you doing this job? Why? Like, I know I shouldn't really dish people, but it's true.
But it's so true.
And I think the day I stop caring is the day I'll give that job up.
Absolutely.
Because you have to back these people. Because one, you're taking their money, and two, you get attached to them.
Also, as well, if it wasn't for you, how else are they going to achieve? How else are they going to have their car, their dream?
They would go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? They would go somewhere else, and there'll be somebody that feels the same as me that will take them on. And don't get me wrong, I've had my challenges. Sometimes I can't pass everyone because I'm not an actual miracle worker. You do have somebody that you can't get them to pass.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. And
also,
it's horrible.
have you noticed in the 25 years of you being a driving
Yeah.
instructor how much it has changed
Oh yeah.
with teaching how to drive and the roads and just everything has changed? And I feel like they put so much pressure now on drivers. Do you
Yeah.
think it's good for them to be pressured? Like, and also as well, do you think, you know, when they pass for 2 years, do they have passengers for 2 years in their driving?
Yeah, I think every person that passes with me, I know they're good because they've passed. But I can't help but feel, I'm like a mum with babies. Like, you've let them go in the wild.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And I just say to them, stay safe, you've got my phone number. Even if you forget us to do a parallel park, a year down the line, give me a call and I'll talk it through to you. Or I'll come round, do you know what I mean? Because I do care. Like, I've taught mums that now have taught their kids, and it's like, and our mum said this, and the conversations I have, they open up to you, they tell you things they've never told anyone.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
It's like you've grown a big family without even birthing them.
Yeah. I often think, like, God, like, if you start, like, seeing how many you've actually taught, I could not tell you how many people I've taught to drive over the years.
Wow. That's
It's
a lot. That's a lot of hours. It's a lot of learning. It's a lot of hours. What other business opportunities would you see yourself in?
Well, at the minute, I do. I'm a driving instructor. I do property. I'm going into commercial property at the moment.
Oh wow!
And I'm a singer, a backing singer. I've just literally, as we speak, opening a new show, the Forever Diamond, the concert. It's a Neil Diamond tribute show. I was part of another show called Hello Again for like 3 years, and my partner was the lead singer for that show for nearly 10 years. We had an amazing time, but we've just broke away from the show, and we're starting our own thing because obviously we loved it so much. But that's another story. Like, it's hard.
That's a big commitment. That's a big commitment.
So that's on my mind 24/7, and it's hard to relax with that. Obviously, I've got the Latch. What else do I do, Jade? I forgot. I was a childminder for 9 years, which I loved, and I would do that again tomorrow. I'd love to foster, but I just don't have the time at the moment.
Yeah.
But never say never with that, because I think that would be amazing. But what else do I do? I can't even think. Oh, podcast, obviously.
Yeah, we've got a podcast. Got a podcast going.
I'm sure I'll think of another job that I do at the moment. But
how do you fit all of these in the hours of the days that we have?
That is the one thing everybody says to me. How do you fit in? And you know, it sounds really silly. I don't think of it like that. It's just my life.
Just flows.
It don't flow. It far from flows, but it just seems to work.
Yeah.
And I don't know how. Don't get me wrong. People that say to you, like, you know, you can't give your all to everything. And I'm a firm believer in that. I want to give my all to something. Otherwise, there's no point me doing it. That would bore me. If I can't give my all to it, it would bore me. So I have to give my all to it. But I also, there are days when I wake up in the morning and go, I can't do this. Like, because it's a lot of the pressure is horrible because it is on me. Like, you know, mortgages have got to be paid, bills have got to be paid. It's a lot on me. And I find that quite hard sometimes. But then I just go, come on, Tain, shake self. Let's do it.
And I think that's so inspirational because it takes a lot to get up every day and do your everyday tasks it is, let alone the millions of things that you do every day.
Yeah,
what would you say is up and coming? What would you say is going to come up and what's coming up for you?
Well, I hope the Forever Diamonds.
So do I, because I want to be there, not going to lie.
Like, you're going to be there. Literally, I hope that comes off because my partner deserves it. He's worked really, really hard for that show. And when you, like, from my point of view, I see that he wants to be back on stage like that again, it pulls on my heartstrings, and I just want that. So the day we are up there doing our first show, which we've got a few shows before, but our first big show really is Orchard Theatre in Dartford on the 3rd of September.
Guys, you know where to buy tickets on the 3rd of September.
And we need the support. It's just, I know I will cry because it's been quite a heartache and quite a, you know, people thought, oh, it's only a Neil Diamond show. No, it's meant so much to us, and it's scary, and it's the, you know, I know you asked me earlier, does anything scare you moving forward? It doesn't for me, but for the person I love, I get nervous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you want to make them proud as well as everything else going on, because that's their dream.
I've got a great VA. She's lovely. Her name's Louie. She's from the Philippines, and she's been working her butt off, like literally. And So that's been really good to have her, because I'm not very good at reading and writing. I never have been.
Not gonna lie, me neither. No, I ain't got one GCSE to my name.
No, I think I've got an E. What they used to be is an E and an F. Do you know what though? I've said to so many people, it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter, because if you have the right attitude
and personality,
in life,
you're winning.
If you want to work, when people go, I can't find a job, come on.
100%.
I could 5 today if I really wanted to find a job.
There is work out there for everyone and
I don't
anything.
get that.
No, me neither.
That. How can they say that? I just don't get that. And I know a lot of people on here are gonna go, well, no, you really can't get a job. You can.
You can.
Because they've got to want you. And I go in places and I go like, you know,
You've got to sell yourself, haven't
you?
You've got to sell yourself to get your passion, get your dream. And, you know, nobody knows what their dream job's going to be. Nobody knows what they're going to want to do for the rest of their life, especially when they're young. I found out the other day, SATs, that actually is to show how good the school is, not actually what the kids are performing.
Well, there you go. My school wouldn't have done very well with me.
No, me neither. Me neither. I feel your pain.
Do you know what? I think I lied in my very first job. I shouldn't really say this now, but I remember him saying, have you got a car? Yep. I got the job. I had to go and get a car next night. But I did, and I borrowed the money that night, and I went and got my car. And I can joke about it now, but literally, and they was like, "Oh, would you cook?" Yeah,
I
cook.
I'd
I
do
was
anything.
the worst cook. My family would tell you this. I was the worst cook ever. And I'm not gonna lie. At the Latch now, I cook quite a lot, right? At the moment, because you get chucked in a deep end, you just have to do it. And I'm one of them that don't say you can't do something, just try.
Absolutely.
If you've tried and it's awful, then give up. But I mean, I'm getting away with it sometimes. I only do it on the day when my chef's not here, so just avoid them days. Do you know what I mean?
Guys, if you see Tina in the kitchen, you know why. Do you listen to this? Do you know what though? It's such a refreshing things to hear, because it's so true. I don't feel like you need GCSEs. I feel like there's so much pressure being put on kids. Like when certain driving instructors put so much pressure on them to pass their test, and I feel like the world that we live in, it's crazy busy. Busy.
Well, years ago, I remember thinking as a kid, long story, but Mum and Dad split up when we was very, very young. I was about 5, and I remember my dad got custody of us and stuff like that. And I remember carrying my brother on my hip. And looking back now, I was very, very determined. And I remember it was really hot summers, and I remember trying to find the money down the side of the settee to get a bottle of drink downstairs, right? So every time I worry about what's ahead of me, I know I don't want to go, not that we had a horrible childhood, we had love, like me and my brothers had so much fun, like it was a fun childhood, but I don't want to go back to ever looking down the side of the settee and worrying about my bills. And I'm very, very fortunate, but I have worked my bum off. I've not been given it. No one's died and given me their money. My dad died and left nothing. I had to pay bills for my dad. You know, we've had to work, all of us, for what we've got. And I'm not saying we've got anything amazing, but we've got a roof over our head and we've got food on our table, and that's the main thing. I wouldn't care if I had to live in a council flat again. I was the happiest in my council flat.
100%.
So I don't get scared of going back to not having. I just don't want to go back to the point where my kids would have to start worrying about me finding money to pay for drinks and stuff.
Yeah, of course, because it's
That's
like,
all.
you know, you don't want, like we said at the start, you don't want ever your kids to feel like even though they didn't have a bad childhood, but you don't want them to feel the pains or the struggles that you felt.
Yeah.
And I feel like as well, you know, and you know, you'd probably agree that in life now, you know, there's so much out there. It's such an expensive world.
Oh yeah,
so expensive.
I always say all the time, our kids are going to get a mortgage, or
Yeah,
whatever else. I
yeah.
mean, it's actually really, really scary.
It is, isn't
And
it?
I think all the time you can help your kids. When my dad died, I was 23. I only had 6 weeks before I was having his first grandchild, which was Charlie, and he died just before Charlie was born. And without a doubt, even not realising it, but subconsciously, that was probably. I mean, I remember being very driven as a kid anyway, but that was probably something where you want to not make dad proud, because that sounds a bit, I don't know, maybe it was wanting to make dad proud, but in a way that you just don't ever want to foul.
Yeah, you don't want to disappoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what keeps me going all the time, to know that I just don't want to, because kids are going to find things hard, and people might go, oh, you're trying to, you know, you should teach them that, you know, to work for their money, you should teach them this. Why? Yeah and no, because one day, you know, they'll find their way anyway.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, they will find their way, obviously, regardless. But also, you want to make them proud as much as anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And that's like a big... Not many people can say that. Do you know what I mean? No. I want to go back to your singing days, because I feel like your singing days are where it all basically started before your sandwich with your brother.
I was a little gobby 11-year-old. That used to get up and sing Stand By Your Man. And I remember it, my dad used to go to me, it was really funny. We'd go out, probably in like Stepney or something, and we'd go to one of the pubs and there'd be a band playing, and dad would go, I ain't got no money to get home on the bus. Go on, Teen, get up there and sing Stand By Your Man. Right? And honestly, I used to get up and sing Stand By Your Man, and people come up and they'll give me like £3, and I'd go to dad, and he'd go, we've got enough for a bus and another Coke and a pint. So then we'd get a Coke and a pint and then get the bus home. You know,
would you sing that song now?
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, would you feel like a little cheeky one in here, maybe?
No, honestly, you won't want it. But that's how it used to be, and without being rude, that was pretty normal. Yeah. Because I knew that got my dad home, it got us on the bus, we didn't have to walk. Yeah. And it got my dad a pint. My dad was happy. I got time with my dad. My dad was literally my best friend. Oh. Like, he was literally, genuinely was my best friend. So when he died, it was like, I've never felt pain like that in my life.
Would you say he has been your biggest inspiration in life?
Well, Dad was a painter and decorator.
Oh, and
he didn't really do a lot of it because he was so ill.
Oh, bless him.
So, did he inspire me? Probably not with work, but he's somebody that I know that, like my uncle Chrissy comes here every day to the Latch, and I know that would have been my dad as well. 100%. My dad would have literally used to come around nearly every day and visit me, my dad. Oh. And he would have been my biggest supporter for my boys, for everything, you know, and so it's not necessarily inspired me, but he's kept me going.
Yeah, he's kept you in here. He's kept you going no matter any decision you make. He's the one that's like your biggest backup dancer.
In the way of business, there was a guy called John from Botley, and he was probably my biggest inspiration for business. Really? Because he worked his bum off, and he really did. He loved music, and he worked his bum off, and he kept asking me to buy his restaurant. And I kept saying, I can't, I'd have to move all the way to Surrey, and it's a bit posh for me in Surrey. Don't think I could do it. And then, and years later, obviously, I ended up with a Latch, which is pretty similar, not too far off of Botley. I mean, Botley was amazing, but this is like, it's got the grounds and stuff that they had there. So it was pretty much like a country setup, that was. And I'm not claiming to be Botley because it's an amazing place, but the setup was pretty similar in the way of it had country and it was a restaurant and it had music and that. But I remember he worked his butt off and then he sold it, and then a week after passed away.
Wow.
And that's why you just have to literally live every day that you've got.
And live every day like it's your last.
It's not long before I'm going to be 50. I won't tell you when, but it won't be long. And I've got it in my mind that 50 comes, I'm going to change, because that 10 years till I'm 60 or 65, I actually want to try and
enjoy.
I'm in a position where hopefully I would be able to do that. And I'm not being big-headed. I'm not at all, because I know that it can easily go tomorrow. I'm not naive to think that you know, it's like that. But I do believe that I would like to get to the point where I can actually enjoy it and then start maybe being a grandma and stuff like that, and enjoying that side of it. And I don't know what that bit, and I probably won't. I'll probably carry on working. I'm talking rubbish.
I reckon Tina's going to have enough opportunity up her sleeve by the time you're that age. I never said you're nearly 50.
Not yet. I've got a few more years.
I was about to say. You're nowhere near, woman.
No, I am quite near.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm 47, 48 in June.
Are you?
So I've got 2 years.
I'd never have said that.
Yeah.
I thought you were younger than that.
No.
I thought you were early 40s.
No.
Girl, you're looking good. I want whatever cream you're using.
You have to laugh.
No matter all these businesses you've got, I want whatever cream you're using.
So going back with the music stuff, yeah, it started really young, and that is probably what, like, throughout my life, I've always gone back to singing.
I can tell everything we spoke about. I feel like you've always relayed yourself back to singing. I feel like maybe that was your dream and passion. And I feel, you know, you're a woman of many things. I will always stand by that. Well, I roll by that. But you're a woman of many things. But I feel like with your singing, that's That's such an inspiring story, especially at a young age. You
Yeah.
was on stage, getting your dad a
Yeah.
pint. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? What was your dad's favourite pint?
Oh, I can't even remember. Do you know what? I generally don't remember. I just remember him having a pint. I remember I can't read.
Oh, yeah.
So even if he'd have said what his pint was, I probably wouldn't have known it. I just remember we'd be in some pubs and suddenly you got to hide behind the bar, the police are coming in. I just remember getting hid all the time because I was a young girl singing, and at that time there weren't many young girls singing in pubs. So I'd be like 11 or 12 and they'd hide me. So
Yeah.
I'd be singing up there and then suddenly the police, the blue lights are going, they'd put me behind the bar to hide me. Like, it was just, but then I'd carry on, when they go, I'd carry on doing the gig.
Would you carry on doing the same song?
I've done Let Me Entertain You a few times with chairs chucked around, and I remember being in a pub once and someone came in and shot up on the ceiling.
No.
Yeah, like a gun.
No.
A gun, I mean. Let's rewind that one. Yeah, with a gun. Yeah, they came in and shot to the ceiling with a gun.
Do you know, if I would love to have had like a film or something back in the day of your life when you was a kid, because
Oh,
I
God.
feel like if you
Yeah.
could write a book, that'd be a sellout.
Do you know what? There's
That'd be
bits
a
of my
sellout.
life you would not want to hear about as well.
We've all got them dark caves.
Yeah. No, there's some of them. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting. I always say, like, don't regret the things you do, regret the things you don't do. There has been a couple of things I have regretted in life, but I shouldn't really regret anything because it does make you the person you are.
I'm a firm
And
believer.
and
100%.
it does make you appreciate, things,
Yeah, and I feel like in life, your childhood, the middle bit of your life, and then this
Yeah.
part, I think it always goes down to it makes you the person you are today.
Yeah.
And that is why, I mean, you probably agree, I always say to everyone, never regret what's happened in life because your
Yeah.
story's already written for
Yeah.
you. Life's already written for you.
Hello, I'm 47 years old, nearly 48, and I don't even have a home. What is going on? Everyone lives in my house. I don't even have a home myself. What is going on here? But my kids,
They're
my
your
kids
world.
are happy and they're doing their thing, and
They're
that's all that
safe, they're
matters, so.
happy, warm.
Yeah.
Your kids, what do they do? What are they up to?
Oh, so Charlie's a rapper. He had a #1 hip hop, the rap and hip hop chart twice now.
Wow.
And then #2 as well, he had an EP. So he's doing all his music still. He's got without exaggeration, about 300 songs on his phone that he hasn't released, which is really frustrating.
Yeah, because
But-
he needs to get them out.
And he's so driven in his head with property and that. So, it's not happened yet, but I just know it's going to happen for Char. Oliver is travelling all around the world at the moment.
Wow.
He's having the best time. He's in Malaysia at the moment with his girlfriend and his friends. They've done 4.5 months, and when I say I'm missing him now,
I can imagine.
it's really hard. And with the stuff that's going on with the war and that, it's really hard at the moment to think about it. But hopefully they're still having the best time. And Oliver's got it sorted. He's going to come back to no job, but I know that won't be for long. But he's just got his little life sorted, if you know what I mean. So, but no, he'll be fine.
That's what I like
He's
to
good.
hear. The thing is as well, it's like, it's hard for kids now.
Oh,
Hard
all
for
you want
kids.
is for him to be happy though.
Yeah, and it's
You
so
know.
hard for them to get on the mortgage and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's so hard because you want that, but you
Yeah.
want that for them. It's
Yeah.
just so hard.
Yeah.
And
I get
do you know
that.
what? I wish I could travel. I wish I
Really?
travelled. Yeah, I wish I travelled young.
See, I like going on holiday, but then I like coming home.
Yeah, your
'Cause
peace.
my brain doesn't stop. I find it really hard to relax on holiday.
Yeah, I can't be on a sun lounge and get
Yeah,
bent up like
no.
a pretzel. No way. And baking
Yeah.
myself silly. No.
I end up walking now and then. It's just. I mean, I love a holiday. Everyone needs a holiday.
Where would be your dream destination?
Oh, I've got bucket list. I've already
Oh,
started.
have you?
Yeah, I've already.
Go on,
started
spill the
working.
beans.
Oh, there's loads of stuff on my bucket. I'd love to do Australia still, but nobody wants to come with me. The boys won't come because of spiders. Gary won't come, so that's a bit annoying. I've always wanted to do. I've never done Mexico actually. There's a few places I've done Route 66. I've done quite a lot of places, but I'd like to do Australia. That would probably be one that I'll eventually do.
Australia
My
looks
auntie's got kids
beautiful.
out there, and she goes quite a lot. And keeps saying I'm going to go with her one year, and I probably should just do it. But yeah,
I'd just do it.
I know.
I'd just do it.
But then you have to worry about
Business.
everything.
Yeah.
And everyone goes to me, is it the money that drives you on? No, it's definitely not the money. After 7 years, I've only just started taking a wage. So it definitely isn't the money.
Wow.
I've started something. I've got
Now
to
can't
finish it.
finish it. You can't
Yeah,
stop it because
no.
now you started.
Yeah.
And like you say, you've only just
Yeah.
taken a wage of 7 years.
Yeah.
Just.
But do you know what? The biggest bars actually is someone come in the other day, right, and they knew my name. and they just come and go, thank you, Tina. And I looked at them and thought, I have
know
no
you.
idea who you are, but that's so nice.
You're definitely the face. You're definitely.
No, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like someone came in, and when I say have a good day, I generally mean it to people, because they're coming, they're taking the time to come to the restaurant, and that's so nice.
Yeah.
Like, and I think they're the things that I feel most proud of,
Mm.
when someone comes in, and they're taking the time to know your name and know that you're trying to put in something. You know, like you know what I mean, in the area and that.
Yeah,
nice.
and it's nice because they're
nice.
taking appreciation to you, what you've done and everything. And it's like
we're a team here, and I get that. Like all the staff are amazing at the Latch. Like they really are. Like they've helped me out so much. I mean, days I've gone in the car, cried my eyes out, come back in and gone, hello, take a seat, can I get you? And then got back in the car and burst into tears again.
We all do that mask.
Yeah,
we've all got that mask
because you're on stage.
Yeah,
you know. But it's so lovely when the customers come in. And like you get to know them, like people have lost people, and they come in and say, "Would like the wake at the restaurant. They really loved it here," and that means more than actually somebody coming in here and spending £300 that day. I'd rather someone come in and get a cup of tea, have a bit of cake, and say hello.
Oh yeah.
Because that is honestly that is nice.
And as well, because it's like, you know, they come. You're speaking to them on a level like a friendship.
Yeah,
you're building
I've made
relationships.
lots of friends at the Latch.
Yeah, it's
Like
a lovely place.
I have made lots of friends, and it's so nice to have that.
What else do you hold here at the Latch? What other functions? do you
So
hold?
obviously we rent the place out for parties and stuff like that. We also have a little hairdressers. We have a groomers. We have a lady that does like jewellery, and so it's actually really lovely, all handmade stuff.
Oh wow.
And then we've got a clothes shop as well. We do festivals here. We do car shows. We do music nights. Like anything music, I'm up for it. We've had comedy nights here. We've had Bobby Davro. We've had Jimmy Jones. We've had so many things here. We've had West Ham nights with all like famous West Ham players. We try and do anything outside the box.
Accommodate for anyone and everything.
Just anything that I think what isn't somebody else doing.
Yeah.
I try and fit, and that is quite draining on its own.
It's a hard industry because obviously it's like when the football's on, everyone's got it on.
Yeah.
When the Euros is on, everyone's got it on. You want to be the one that's different.
But that can sometimes go wrong for you as well, because what you think is a great idea isn't always a great idea.
Yeah.
And we've messed up sometimes. Like we've made mistakes. I still make mistakes now. Like I'm far from perfect. You know, and when I make a mistake, it still gets to me as well. I worry about it all day. If somebody's had a bad experience or somebody's, you know, I don't know, anything, I still, oh, by the way, I'll do a minibus runs as well.
Just to add to the list.
Just to add that, because I just thought people I take home in a minibus after a night here, you know, they have a night here, and New Year's Eve I run so many home.
Guys,
because they're out in the country, so they can't get home. So
well, if you ever
palms
palms listener too many yard arms, you know it's called, Tina.
It's true, isn't it? I don't say no to any job. The other day I was thinking about, do you know what, I ain't doing much in the evenings in a minute. I might go and do like Tesco's or something. I was sitting there thinking that, a girl was going, are you for real? And I'm like, well, yeah, just because I can. Just because I want to. I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm alive and kicking. My brain ain't stopping.
Yeah, when I get to a certain age, there's only so much you can do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's,
do it while you're able, while you can.
I always say to my mum, never put me in a care home. No way in a million years. No way. If I'm up
saying that, what a bloody good care home it would be. If we were in there, can you imagine it?
They'd definitely want to be deaf.
We'd get them all singing.
Be all singing, dancing, be up cutting shapes. They definitely won't know where their toes are by the end of it.
Always said we're going to be in the same care home, haven't we? We're going to make because Jade lives over in Ernbow, we're going to make a tunnel underneath the water from Mainland to Ern Bay, and then we can just slide across and then slide across down the tunnel.
Be like going down Dartford Crossing.
They've never built one yet, so that's been annoying. There you go.
There you go, that might be the new dream that comes true in a fair few years.
You never know.
The secret tunnel.
It's mad.
It's crazy where life's taking you out of all your years, the amazing things and the fun stuff and the memories you've been up to. Honestly, I think you should write a book. I think that's on the cards. I think you're incredible, Tina.
Well, I had a crush on a teacher, so that could bring us right down, couldn't it? Should I say that on there? But yeah, there's been some bad times as well. But yeah, it is amazing. Like I'm not saying I'm amazing, but it's been amazing what I've done. And I mean, I'm a qualified football coach as well. I forgot to tell you that. It's great. Like I'm qualified level 2 football coach, and I'm a qualified coach driver, bus driver. And these sort of things I didn't do because I was a football coach for 10 years at Middleton for the girls, but it was stuff that I just fell into. I generally don't. I got a clothing brand as well, Crazy Flower. I forgot to tell you that as well. Like, I just fall into things. It's not that
It's because you've got so much passion and drive.
No, my brain don't stop.
Yeah, and it's just like you do anything. You pick your brain, you're doing it, and you'll come to something, and you're like, right, I'm doing it now.
My partner lives in Harlow, right? And I drive over there. It's an hour and a quarter drive. I have to ring people.
Oh, I do that.
Right? Otherwise, I've come up with a new idea. That's the only way I stop myself. Jade, how many times I ring you when I'm on my way to go? Like, literally. Because otherwise, I'll end up opening something else or doing something else.
The Pandora box will reopen itself.
Yeah. And when I've got it in my head, till I've tried to do it and I realise it can't happen, or there's no such word as can't, but you realise why you're not doing something. You've got, it's got to be something that's going to work for you. If not, there's no point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think, it is quite amazing because I don't know how I do fit it in, and probably if from an outsider, I probably don't. But I just seem to.
Yeah. Where can everyone find The Latch?
Oh my God.
Where can everyone find you, Tina? Because actually, I'll be honest, I think everyone comes to The Latch to see you. I'll be honest.
Oh, well, The Latch is, do you know what? I don't even know my phone number. What's The Latch? On The Latch Dining at yahoo.com is my email for On The Latch. Facebook, On The Latch.
Facebook is a place to be.
And we're in Latchington in Essex. Oh, we won Best Cafe in Essex last year as well.
Oh, see, guys.
2002, it was 24 actually. So that's nearly, a year and a half ago. Yeah, and then I've got Forever Diamond, the concert.
And please remind everyone when that is.
So that's starting March really, but the theatres that we're getting start mainly from September, but we've got quite a few shows before that, like warm-up shows. And then the driving school is Will School of Motoring. The property is TCO Properties, and Human Productions is the production company for the Forever Diamond.
Wow.
So yeah, Forever Diamond. There's loads. There's honestly.
Where can we find you? Facebook, Instagram.
Just ring me. I'll let you know where I am because I don't know what day I'm there. Everything's on Facebook. Everything's on Instagram, TikTok. Either the restaurant On The Latch, either Forever Diamond, the concert, the Will School of Motoring. Everything's all over.
Yeah.
If you just Google it, normally it comes up. Tina Williams as a singer, but to be honest, I'm doing less. I'm doing mainly backing singing now compared to. Unless someone offers me a gig,
a gig.
then I'll go and do it.
I feel like a gig might be the up and coming.
We're trying to do a trio at the moment, and I've just got to do a poster. I just haven't had minutes to do posters, but we want to do a trio as well. And when we went and done a gig not long ago, it was actually really good. It was like all the girls' night out songs.
Oh, that's amazing.
So,
do you know what I love? Music bingo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, I love music bingo.
But I get nervous when they do go too quick. I'm like,
I just like to dab it.
Yeah,
that's me.
Calm down, mate. It's too quick for me.
Do you know how many people have asked me that about music bingo?
Really?
Yeah.
We had it here once. It sold really, really well, and then the second time it didn't.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a one in a lifetime thing. One, then leave it a few months. One again.
Yeah.
I'd come. I'd get on the table if you want me to.
It was quite a few months though.
Really?
We've done Karen's Diners here. They went amazing.
That was hilarious.
Oh, you were at that.
That was. I went to the first one, and your brother was cracking me up.
They are funny. They are funny actually. We done a Traitors night the other week. That was brilliant.
How did that go?
I was well nervous because I had to be, what's her name, Claudia.
Oh, did you? Oh, you had to pick. You had to pick who's a traitor.
I got into the role and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was surprised myself. I was quite decent at it.
Would you do another one?
Yeah, we've got another one. It's fully booked already.
No way.
Yeah.
I love a bit of traitors. I didn't know you did that. Even
Yeah.
I didn't know that, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really good.
Are you going to do another one after that? Because,
Yeah,
guys, get your bookings in. Get your
that
bookings
one's,
in.
I think, April, and then we'll do one after that.
Oh.
So, but we've got, there's so many events. Look out for our events, actually, on Facebook and Instagram, On The Latch, Dining. But no, you can find us anywhere.
That's it, guys. You hear it from Tina. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them anywhere you like. And if you're lucky enough to have her personal number, you can ring the blower.
My personal number is on so much. The amount, I'm not even, I've got a stalker, right? I keep getting stalkers. What the hell is going on? Have you seen me? I look like Tommy in the day. I'm getting stalkers all over the place. I'm getting people like, honestly, even when I was in hospital fighting for my life, I had a man heavy breathing down the phone to me.
Oh.
Yeah, now I just have to ignore them.
Oh no, could put it on the voicemail.
I know, weird, isn't
You
it?
can sell that. Might be a new job. Sell it for extra money.
Oh, trust me. I thought of things like that, but it wouldn't work. Imagine it. Oh, she was on, what's it called? What do you call it?
Oh my God, I can't think of it to save my life.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
I've put my feet on. I've got really weird feet.
Can I just say, I know someone that earns serious money on Foot Finder.
Yeah, but can you imagine it? Oh, that's her from On The Latch. Can you imagine it? I
wouldn't
get away with it. The only thing I could do is my hands and my feet, and they wouldn't know it was me. But probably I've got a toe that's bigger than my second toe is bigger than my.
Oh, is it longer?
Yeah, that's special. That's what I've been told. I'm special.
You're a special breed, love.
I'm a special one. So literally, you're meant to be special with an extra toe. I'm a size 8 feet as well.
Are you?
Yes.
But you're tiny.
Well, yeah, but my feet clearly ain't. They're skinny and long.
I think you should get on the Foot Finder. I think you should get that lucky toe out, and I think people are going to make you serious money with that toe.
Well, guys, if you see that I'm actually struggling a little bit, look on. You know, the older
OnlyFans. Have you seen this big long toe? You know, it's Tina.
Why not? You can sell anything on there now, can't you? Anyway, we won't go down that road,
we will not
right?
go down
because
that
that's
road
actually like, Gary will delete that bit. Don't worry, I'm sure he will.
I think it's a good conversation, that.
But no, it's all been good, and you can find me anywhere. Like
That's
literally.
That's
anywhere.
what I like to hear. And do you know what? It's so lovely and refreshing to be able to do a podcast, your own podcast with you.
I got well
and
nervous.
it's such a ray of sunshine, because I feel like now people actually know who's behind the voice.
Too much information.
But also people get to know you on a deeper level.
Yeah, no,
and
it's nice.
It's been lovely. And guys, if you want to find Tina, then you'll find her here, there and everywhere. Not her toe, but here, there and everywhere. You'll find her on Facebook, social media. She does so many businesses. And I must say, I take my hat off to you, because you are so driven. If you had anything to say to someone, what would you say?
Believe in yourself. Actually, that's I've never, how do I put this? You've got to back yourself, right? A little bit, which I've always struggled with. I'm not going to lie, because I've always worried what other people think all the time. But, like what I always say to my kids, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. And what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly that.
What's the worst that can happen? You started with nothing.
Start with nothing.
We all go out with nothing.
100%. I always say to everyone, same as you, you come into this world on your own, you go out on your own.
Go on your own.
Yeah.
And everything, like, you're never ever going to be that bad off. And when you think it's bad, like, it's never as bad as you think. There's always an answer.
Yeah.
And I think, even when I get really low about things, which everyone gets low, you know, I think just don't be scared to try new things.
There you have it, guys.
Because if it's possible, that's that word possible, somebody else is doing it, why can't you?
The impossible is possible.
Yeah, why can't you? Somebody else is doing it.
100%. So there you have it, guys. If you've got an idea, pluck it out the hat and get going with it.
And if you need help, come and see me, I'll do it with you.
Tina's always here for a helping hand. You remind me jumping on top of a ball. If anyone wants to jump on top of it, it's you.
Yeah. Well, once I jumped out of an aeroplane because I was scared of flying. So I thought, do you know what, to get over it, let's just jump out of an aeroplane, let's go and do that. That's what I did.
Who wakes up and think...
I know, but I get scared of aeroplanes, so I thought, let's go and jump out of one.
Did it work?
It did for a while. Actually, it has made me a lot better. Yeah, it has really, yeah. Because I know I could get out if I really needed to.
It's fight and flight, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Wow. Well, guys, if you're ever scared of flying,
jump out of an aeroplane.
Just literally, don't do it for
But
charity.
put a parachute on. Because otherwise it might not go as well as you planned.
You don't really want to be splattered.
Yeah, no.
But definitely, use Tina's advice. I'd definitely say it's probably the best advice. Jump out of a plane if you're that scared of planes.
Honestly.
Good advice for
Because then I
lifts,
knew I could get out if I really needed to. I think it's this, like, the worry of how would I get out of this plane.
I'm like
now
that with
I know,
lifts.
sorry, I'm opening the door and I'm going.
Oh, good, yeah.
No, I'm joking.
One way in, one way out.
I'm joking.
You got any advice on lifts? Because I'm scared of lifts.
So I get quite claustrophobic.
I can't do it.
But you know what I do now? If I'm scared of something a little bit, I pretend like when a car, like for instance, the turbulence on a plane, right? I think, hang on, you're a driving instructor, so sometimes just shut your eyes and imagine you're in the car. That moves a bit.
Oh,
And then it does help me.
Yeah. See, my worst fear is being stuck in a lift.
Yeah.
And how'd you get out? No, that's a bit of me. That's no way in a million years.
Just buzz the buzzer.
Yeah, but what if that doesn't work?
Well, they'd have to get it. They've got ways of getting you out.
I've seen too much Final Destinations and all sorts in my life. I'm in the worst situation possible to be scared of a lift.
Change it around, right? Think about, while I'm in that lift, I ain't working. It don't matter, does it? What's happening? The world's going on around you anyway. It don't really matter.
The world's going
Just
shit.
think it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
true.
I did get stuck in a lift once.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but only for a little while. Someone come and got me. Just buzz the buzzer.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
It ain't all bad.
Stick to escalators.
No, you can fall on them. You don't want to end up down the other end of an escalator. Now, they would probably scare me more. Have you seen the TikTok videos where the old girls roll down the escalator because they've tried to take their trolley on? No. At the end of the day, right, your life is mapped out for you, isn't it?
I always say this, your life book's written for you.
Yeah.
It's already planned. Whether people come and go, you win or lose in life, businesses or no businesses, whatever you do every day in your life is already written for you.
My dad used to say, I don't want to get to 50. I don't want to get old. I don't want to get to 50. He died at 49.
Oh my God. Yeah. Did he stick with that for
years?
And
he just had an asthma attack. Out of the blue, an asthma attack, that was it.
Wow.
There was no health, he obviously had asthma all his life, but there was no warning. Wow. So I'm a firm believer in it is what it is. And
everything happens for a reason.
Well, it was gutting at the time, but it sort of is like that.
Yeah.
It's one of them things that...
It's mad how, something so big could be life-changing.
Oh, God, yeah.
But for the most reason of an asthma attack, losing your dad throughout that heartbreak has made you the woman that you are today.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
If you look at it like that.
Yeah.
Because he's always been your... Do you know what I mean?
You never get over it.
Never.
You learn to live with it.
Yeah.
You never get over it. But my dad lives on through my kids. My son, Charlie, believes he knows him. He believes that he knew my dad. He never met my dad. He was born after Dad died. But he wears his chain every day. And my Oliver believes that, he's there all the time. So yeah, I just think when you had somebody so amazing in your life, how can you not want to make him proud? How can you not want to do good for him?
Yeah.
Because I know he would be the proudest person in the world.
Yeah, of you and your kids.
Yeah, even all of my brothers, all of us, we've all achieved so much. We all work really hard. We all have different sorts of jobs. I mean, my brother's got a Zoom, my other brother's a DJ, my other brother works for the council, my other brother does Ways, he does all this computer stuff. We all do something very different. If you put us all together, you'll have a great night. Do you know what I mean? You've got a DJ, you've got a singer, you've got a zoo. So that we all work hard. And I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
Just put in a bit of time.
It's just putting a bit of time, a bit of effort, and you're there.
Yeah.
There you have it, guys. This is Tina. This is her podcast, and this is her amazing story of how inspiring you really are.
Thank you.
And if you ever want to find Tina, you'll find her here and everywhere. And obviously, you'll find this podcast, which will be out very soon. And thank you, Tina, for sharing all your world of wisdoms and everything about you, because I feel like everyone deserves to hear your voice and hear your story.
Thank you,
and I will say this from the bottom of my heart, you are totally inspirational. You're like Wonder Woman, mate.
Oh.
You are like Wonder Woman.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you, Ella.
No,
and thank you for interviewing me, because it was hard to know, because everyone kept saying, when are you going to get interviewed? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And you made it really easy.
The tables have been turned and Tina's finally had her voice to speak. And I'm honestly so proud of you.
Have you seen how much I speak on the other podcast? Gary's going, you need to let them talk. You need to let them talk. I do, Gary.
Listen, and we can all talk waffle. We can sell BT their new service, mate.
Episode 2 coming up.
I will be saying there is definitely going to be a second one pending, I promise you.
In another 5 years' time, what am I doing?
Oh God, yeah.
Who knows? But it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Very exciting.
I'm excited, especially to hit when you hit 50. I'm excited to see what goes your way and whatever you're planning. Not the 50 age. You've got a long way off, love. You've got a long way off.
No, it's all exciting.
But no, thank you so much for today. I've enjoyed myself. I'm not gonna lie, I've nearly wet myself with laughing so much. But it's been an honour, and I can't thank you enough for jumping on, everyone hearing your story and your backstory, and about all the jobs and all the other amazing things that you've been doing.
Oh, thank you, love.
And yeah, here's to what's next, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, babe.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Keep Your Nose in My Business. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss what's coming up next. Until next time, take care. And remember, keep your nose in my business.